Intercepted, number 4, the quarterback, and touchdown, Bentonville!
Now look me in the eyes and put your hand in mine. Whatever's about to happen right here in this moment of time. So let's draw a line right here in the sand and let me say that on this very day is the day that we took a stand. Cause not just the game, it's more than the game, it's more than the hurt, it's more than the pain, it's more than the glory, it's more than the fame. This right here is about legacy, man, so it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. We can lose sight in the midst of the fuss, let's slow it down and take it in. Enjoy this moment, what's the rush? They wanted bad, but we wanted more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war when we walk out this door. We won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we won't be refused with clear eyes, a full heart. There's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Week 8 edition of the Tiger Football Report. I'm John McElroy and I'm joined today by the offensive coordinator of the Bentonville Tigers, Coach Aaron Dannenhauer. Coach, good to have you with us today.
It's nice to
we'll give
be here.
Coach Grant a little break today, but it's glad you're with us. You know, last week, Coach Grant and I, we talked about, we're playing Rogers this week, and we talked about defensively the challenge that Rogers presents from an offensive perspective. You know, they run the Service Academy offense, the flex bone, whatever you want to call it. So Coach Grant talked a lot about the defensive side of football and how Bentonville would try to prepare for that. Well, now I've got the offensive coordinator here. Talk to us about some offense. As we prepared for Rogers this week, what were the things you guys talked about offensively you wanted to do this week?
Biggest thing is we wanted to clean up some of the mistakes we'd had. We wanted to play mistake-free, no turnovers, and play our game. We want to start off running the football, get our run game going, which helped out some of our tag stuff and our passing game, and get our play-action game going again. One thing we talked a lot about was having fun, playing football, and enjoying what we're doing out there, because we kind of lost a little focus against that, I think a little bit against Springdale, of just playing football. We were so worried about making a mistake that we were making mistakes. It was in the back of our mind, rather than just playing football and doing what we love doing.
All right, Coach. Well, that's going to take us to our first break, and when we return, we'll go out to Rogers Mountie Stadium for the first half highlights. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. All right, Coach, so Bentonville back out on the road this week, traveling over to Rogers, and you're going to get the ball first.
Yes, we were excited. We wanted to try to get the ball first, whether we got one to toss or not, to try to take advantage of this. This is a third down play. We ran a little draw, shovel pass to catch them off guard. They brought a blitz. We picked it up real well and did some good things.
Well, a nice little play call there on third down, and Austin Roth getting some carries into the game.
Yes, he did. We wanted to start him with Jacob Clark being out, and we used him, and he did real well. Here's another little quick screen or a slant route off of our some of our tag stuff that we do offensively.
Hadley Gregg there getting into the action.
Yes, and there's Roth getting down on the yard line, another inside zone play right there that we called. And then we got into a 4th and 1 right here, and Casey Ford snuck her in on a quarterback sneak. You got to use the big guy in those big situations like that, as big as he is. It's kind of like a truck going through there at times, you know. And Hayden Mooring making our extra point and finishing off the drive. way to go up. We wasted, good 6 minutes off the clock right there and got rolling. Gave our defense a break, got a C, and so now it's their turn to go out and try to get on the field and get after them a little bit.
Well, Coach, thought that was a really good opening drive, very methodical, mistake-free, did some things you wanted to do, and ended up putting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, trying to, yes.
All right, so now Rogers with that flex bone style offense.
Yes, and we had to do some things. They against when you play a team like that and they do things where they block it up just a little different, and we give them different looks, and start the drive, we had to make some adjustments on the way they were blocking us, and we did it and started shutting them down, swarm into the football like we always do. We are hitting our quarterback.
Yeah, I talked a little bit with David Nichols, the inside linebacker this week, and he talked about assignment football. You got to play your assignments.
That's right. There's our defensive end coming down on the fullback tie. That was Tim Fernandez right there making a good tackle.
Well, I'll tell you what, hats off to Coach Tony Cherico, defensive line coach. A lot of different bodies going in and out throughout the game.
No doubt about that. He did
but
a good
defense
job.
Holds them to 3 points right there, and you got to think that's a victory there.
That was big. First drive, stopping them, holding them to a field goal, putting our offense back on the field, and hopefully, at that point offensively, we're thinking, all right, let's get this thing rolling and go score, because we can't waste our reps, because after this, we only had one possession in the first quarter. We ran a little motion there and threw it out to Chase Hunter, got him unbalanced, did some good things. Right there, running inside zone with, that was Hunter Roth again. And we decided to pull out our little special right here. We flipped it back to Nate Lyons, who threw it a double pass out to our tight end, Dax Hale right there, big play.
Well, nice job there, Nate Lyons to Dax Hale, and then finish it off, Cameron Mays-Hunt.
That's right, a little quick screen to Cameron off our inside zone play. Worked out real well. He did a great job last night.
So 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns, and up 14-3, and you got to be feeling pretty good at this point.
Real good about our offense so far. It's kind of like, again, we talked about going into it. We've got to kind of play with no mistakes and do things right, and we started the game off doing that. 2 for 2 so far at this point. Felt pretty good.
Hayden Mooring, well, that's always a weapon. When you get it into the end zone and negate that special teams play, that's a real weapon.
And that was a great play right there by Brandon Atchison, filling in for the fullback dive as well. Crashing down, or in again, crashing, leaving no room. Defense starting to fly to the football right there.
Now, Zach Buckner there getting some time in the game.
He came in and helped fill in a lot of outside linebacker with Roth coming over and running the football. Good. There's that toss play that they love to run that we got to keep the edge on, and we did a good job.
What a hit right there.
No kidding. Great job by our defense. Look at them all, about 7 of them there. Got to love that. That's something we talk. I know offense, we're over there usually doing some different things and talking about what we're going to do next, and then we come in here on Thursday nights and watch some of our highlights, and it's always joy to see our defense fly around and hit people. They do such a great job.
You mentioned in the opening about going out there and having fun. It sure looks like the defense was having some fun in that second series.
I think they do when they get to play Rogers. It's a little something different,
Yeah.
A little something different.
Well, Barganier with another great catch there. He's having a monster season.
Yes, he is. He's doing a great job. And this is right before the half when we started getting a little bit of a 2-minute drill situation, and that's Nick Gibson, a senior, making a big catch for us on a corner route. And then the zone play again off of to finish it off. That's Roth. Finishing off with another inside zone play. What a great drive right there before the half.
Coach, I'm going to give some credit to your offensive line right there. Honestly, I think I could have run that in. No offense to Roth there.
There's something funny to be said about that. Even one of our offensive linemen, we were watching film yesterday, said something about that. Well, Coach, I think I could have scored there. And I said, well, big boy, not too easy. Hold on now. But that was good.
Well, Tigers now having a lot of fun, 21-3, and not a lot of time left here in the first half of play.
Yes.
But certainly a good opening start for the Tigers.
Very good. They get the ball back right here with a little bit of time. We give up a little bit on our Air Force, our kickoff coverage. Give them a chance right here before half, which wasn't the best, but our defense rallied right here, again swarming on that fullback dive. I think there's 5 or 6 guys right there. I see Logan Darby and a bunch of them swarming to stop them before half.
So the Tigers going to go into the locker room feeling pretty good right here, 21-3, and a good first half of play over in Rogers. Well, that'll do it for the first half. We'll be back in just a moment with the second half highlights here on the Tiger Football Report.
Crane Hyundai of Bentonville is your hometown full-service dealer. Our sales department gives you access to hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles, and our award-winning service department is here to fix your problem quickly and get you back on the road. At Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, everything we do is backed by the Crane Commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle, and our 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. Come see us at Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, located on Moberly Lane in Bentonville.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Okay, Coach, the second half about to get underway here. Tigers on top 21-3.
Yes, well, we talked at half a little bit about offensively. I know for sure we wanted to make sure we kept it up. We were 3 for 3 on offense, and we got to take full advantage of our possessions. Sometimes you never know. Rogers came out actually with a little bit of different game plan. They tried to throw it a little bit and spread the field. You ran their toss sweep right here. Got some positive yardage, but there we are again swarming to the football. Logan Darby's flying around. I saw Tyron Mahone in there. And then right here we created a great turnover right here.
Good play. Sometimes that's when a team is most dangerous, when they get behind, they're a little unpredictable, so you had to kind of adjust and look for some things.
Yeah, there's no kidding. I know defensively they made sure they were sound on their adjustments and some of the way they were blocking at halftime, and they came out and again played a great second half.
There's Barganier there with another catch.
That's right. We got the ball in great field position. We wanted to capitalize, and we finished it off. That's Roth again finishing it, and we ran a little power play right there down on the goal line and followed our guard in for a touchdown.
Tigers now in command 28-3. A good crowd, Travis. This is the old renewal of the old Battle of Benton County. So, a lot of the old folks, Bentonville folks, this is a special night.
You get excited about that. I think our kids still do. We had our fan section, our fans, our parent group, they do a great job, and they're always there rallying those kids on, and it's a great job. And here they are again getting into a little bit of a spread game. We got them out of their element being up 28-3, and that really plays into our hands of our defense. Getting them in another fourth down, and we get the ball back offensively.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rogers, the young man punting for them, did a really good job.
Really good job. And they did a good job covering, didn't allow a whole lot of, after the catch yardage right there. But
now the offense going to go to work again. Here goes Casey Ford.
There we go. We threw a different switch into our package we did right there out of a set, and Cameron was wide open, and Casey put the ball right where it needed to be and made some good yardage after the catch right there. Got some guys blocking downfield. Barganier again.
Looks like you guys could really attack the middle of the field there.
They left some guys uncovered. I can't believe that wasn't a touchdown, to be honest with you, right there. But that was a great effort by him.
I think we talked about that in the booth. Austin Roth, he's going to get the touchdown, but we told him he better go over there and tell Clay thank you. It looked like that's the touchdown for Clay.
Yes, I agree.
Mooring there with another extra point. We won't call him Mr. Automatic, but pretty close.
He's done pretty good so far this year. Been happy with him and our kids, and boy, we played pretty well offensively. It's good to see those Tiger streams going down the sideline like that every once in a while. It means you're scoring points.
So up now 35-3, defense goes back to work.
Well, what a good play by Kerry.
Yeah,
he can
Kerry
put his foot
up
in the ground and come back and make a play now on a quick pass.
Rogers going to punt it back, and we're going to see the offense. Yeah, good coverage that time by Rogers.
They did a good job. We're coming back with some of our tag stuff again. They did not cover us down in some positions, and we were able to make some plays off of it. Casey did a great job reading all night on some of our tag stuff, and that's what happens. And then when you go out and cover us down, we hand it off right here. It's David Nichols getting him a carry last night. He runs the ball really hard. He's such a great mix-up to throw in there at running back as well. And then there's Lucas Bowman at running back who finished in follow. That's Colin Honeycutt making a block right there behind Carson Oldham as well, pulling around at guard.
Well, it's good to see some of those guys that maybe don't get a lot of playing time, getting those guys, and that's good experience because you never know when you're going to have to step up.
And Lucas Bowman has done a great job of stepping up at running back. He helped us out a lot last game. He didn't get as many carries as it shows statistically, but he was in there a lot with Roth as well. Sometimes when he was in there is when we'd pull it out and throw it. So
now you're up 42-3. The sportsmanship rule is in effect, so we're going to have to continue this clock for a very short rest of the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, defense still play great. We put our other guys out there. That's Taj Young, a senior, making a tackle right there on a dive play. It's great to see him get excited. We came out here on offense and operated. We got our second group up there. It's Avery also, who got some carries last night, and who usually does carry the ball at times and did a good job. Chase, we played him a little bit at quarterback, and it's a great run by Avery around the edge, good blocking. I tell you something that was real exciting to see is to see guys, we had some other guys in the other scene like Winston Wilson, Cohen at tight end, some of those second string linemen that get some reps and get some good Friday night experience, and they were as excited as our first team. And there's Casey, so I mean, you got to love when a team comes together and they play like that and do things. It's exciting to see as a coach.
Well, and Coach, you mentioned that. One of the things I'm always impressed with is when you get to a situation like this and you're putting other players in the game, especially the running backs, the other team knows what's going to come at them, and they still seem to be able to make yards, and that's really impressive.
It is. It was very nice to see our offense do that. There's our defense again. We got our second group in. Some other guys rotating in, playing another fourth down, and they went for it, and there's Taj again, and other guys rallying to the football. And we came back and we ran the football again. Here you can probably see Big Winston out there blocking and driving them downfield and getting good positive yardage. And so it's nice to see that in the fourth quarter and see other guys finish.
Nate Lyons in at quarterback.
Yes, and here's Easton Miller, a young sophomore running back who's done really well for us, stepped up and finished it off right there with another touchdown running behind. We had Big Satchel Hill up there at right tackle who's coming into the program, and he's a big guy. Along with Winston, we ran right behind them, and they really took off, did a great job.
I'll tell you what, Satchel's kind of hard to miss out there.
You can kind of see him. You see him just a little bit. Tackling the dive again. That time the quarterback pulled it, didn't he? Here we go. Forced him into a punt, and I know this is kind of the end of the game right here. We get the ball, we secure it, and we did a good job right there, and now we come out and we take a knee to finish the game.
Well, that is the favorite formation in the playbook right there, victory formation.
Work it every Thursday.
Yeah, Coach Grant going across the way to tell the opposing Sean Flanagan good game, and of course the Tigers going over and greeting the students. A lot of happy Tigers Friday night.
Yes.
All right, well that's going to do it. Bentonville wins 55-3 over the Rogers Mounties. We'll take another break and be back to preview next game with Rogers Heritage. Back in a moment here on the Tiger Football Report. Hey, we welcome you back to the Tiger Football Report. Coach Danenhauer, so 55-3 win over the Rogers Mounties, but another Rogers team next week as the Rogers Heritage War Eagles travel over to Bentonville Tiger Stadium. I know it's going to be an exciting night. It'll be senior night for these seniors on this team. Talk a little bit about the seniors of this program, and then maybe tell us a little bit about Rogers Heritage.
Well, our seniors have been great so far. I mean, obviously your seniors, we tell them every year, your seniors, you go as far as your leadership is. Sometimes doesn't mean you don't have leadership from other kids, but our senior class has really stepped up. We've learned some lessons along the way, like you should, and which is going to help us in the long run. But they've done a great job. They've rallied together. They've got behind each other, and they play good together. When a group of kids are something special, we always talk about, and I talk to our kids about at times. There's something special about a high school. Some guys will have to get lucky and get a chance to play at the next level, but it's nothing as special. I remember my days as high school, and some of the guys you grew up with, you play with them. Some of them is third grade on, and it is special. And now they're seniors. They're excited. They've done some great things, and I think they got a lot more up the sleeve to come for them.
We've got the Rogers Heritage War Eagles coming to town next week. Obviously, this is a team that's struggled a lot this season. But as you look forward in this week, what do you tell the team what do they need to focus on this week?
It's kind of like we say a lot, especially offensively, things are very important. It's always about us. It's about us getting better. And Heritage, they've struggled, but they're not. They still have some good players. After watching their defense a little bit, they have good players on defense. They're sound. They play good football, and we got to go execute to win the football game. They always say anything can happen, and we got to go do it. Their offense, has struggled a little bit, and they're doing some different things. And I think they started the year, and our defense is going to have to make a few adjustments. But I think we'll be all right. And they're a good football team. We have to go play and. Bottom line is, it's about us. It's about us getting better.
All right, well, Coach Dan Howard, appreciate you joining us here this week on the Tiger Football Report. Best of luck to you, the coaching staff, and the players this week as they take on Rogers Heritage.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
All right, and we'd like to thank you each week for joining us here on the Tiger Football Report, where we take you inside of Bentonville Tiger football. So long, everyone.
Our message before the game was one thing: go out and just have a lot of fun. All right, play football and have a lot of fun. And that's exactly what you did. All right, to the tune of a 55-3 ball game. All right, that's a great job in every phase of the game. As you'll see when we watch film in the morning, you all did a great job all across the board. We got to continue this process. We got to take this momentum on both sides of the ball and keep pressing. All right, I'm very proud of the way you played. Let's keep playing football and having fun.
Tigers, ready for position. Where do I think? 1, 2, 3. Woo!